Welcome to the fastest growing web series on the internet.
Boys in the woods.
Yeah, boy.
We put the real
In reality.
Welcome back, everybody.
Man, dude. Where you going? Back to where we was.
We're back over to a job we started right after Christmas. We got over here the Monday after Christmas. It's a good little job. All kinds of different logs on it. Some decent walnuts. Dusty had to get up here and cut this limb off. We didn't want to land on it and split the tree out. You know, I'm scared of heights. He ended up getting some sawdust in his eyeball.
Your eye is messed up. Feels like it. Alright, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up in front of you. Just follow the orange, alright?
He was telling me he couldn't see. He ran right into a tree. I think he was messing around. Some decent ash here. But then the very next day it rained. So we went over and got the skidder we had rode to the job just down the road from us. Brought it back in the rain. But with the rain, you get time to work on stuff. So I'm gonna re-weld some of this pup trailer. Make sure it ain't cracking out. Just some routine maintenance. But this Monday, it was froze up. And it was cold. The old skidder didn't want to go. But we got it, so I guess we gotta work. Now, I've complained about pit oaks before, but these was pretty slick. I don't mind cutting them too much. And they was long. Gonna have Dusty push this one a little sideways. Lay right in that hole. Some hickories.
Good job, bud.
He's my biggest fan. These are hanging out over a right-of-way that the pipeline's got through there. So we're just gonna push them back in the brush. Won't leave a mess out there for them. And then I thought I seen something. And I did, look at that. Now you don't see a lot of these around here. This is pretty cool. He'll run up this limb right here, and then he'll jump across. Old Flyin Squirrel, look at that. So Tuesday it wasn't near as cold.
Hey, thanks.
And the wind was blowing a little bit. Opened the gate for me. It's a little more solid in the timber where the sun ain't getting in there and them leaves are covering it up. So we're able to run. We're gonna see how much we can get done before it gets too soft.
No. You cut it, you finish it.
So Dusty got this tree ready. I'm gonna cut the trigger off and he's gonna shove it over. To lay all these tops together. There's a deer stand just to the right, and we gotta be careful with it. It's not just the trees you're cutting, it's the trees around it that can get it.
I'm gonna wear myself out turning this motherfucker. Oh boy.
Where we had to walk in, we left the pickup out of the gravel.
You picked the biggest stick in the woods. You wouldn't find me a better one.
So we had to make our own
needs a
4-foot
switch.
stick. Dusty didn't have a ruler. And it started to get soft there. But we was able to get done with that little area, so we're gonna move on down. It's a little more brushy. The ground should hold up a lot better than this right here. This pit oak's hanging over another one that's not marked. So we're gonna try to miss it.
I'll get on this side, but don't cut your hinge all the way out though. Yeah, but if it, I mean,
We're coming up with a plan.
if it splits, it splits, I guess, right?
So I'm coming around and it starts to split. I just get out of there. It broke off clean. Missed that tree. We was able to get the logs out. Wednesday it's a little colder. But luckily, I brought with me a hand warmer. Blow that exhaust in there, warm my fingers up. It's pretty nice. Little expensive hand warmer, but it'll do. And then I got something in my eyeball. Here's a video of me videoing me digging in my eyeball. You get to where you can stick your fingers in there pretty good and it don't bother you very much when that stuff starts burning.
All of it.
Woo!
Got your safety glasses on? Yeah, motherfucker. What the better call steel and tell them they didn't work. They work unless something's up on them and then you look up and it falls right in your freaking eye.
So I got my eyeball dug out. We're gonna get to cutting these walnuts.
I want to push that walnut on that hackberry.
Then we'll put this one where that one was. I think I may have put this clip on there twice. Sorry about that. What an idiot. There's some pretty decent ones left to get. And then the ash, it didn't turn like I wanted it to. I knew it was going to be bad. It's pretty similar to walnut, the way it's straight grain. Landed on that crotch, split all the way down. It was bad at the butt, but it would have been a good log if it didn't split. Then we're kind of in a jam here. We can either cut this little one right here, or we can buy that one off of him if he'll sell it, and we'll be able to get in there and get our logs out that we can't get to. So while we're waiting for him to come down there, we're gonna go ahead and move around and cut some more of these trees that are marked.
Look at this here.
You can almost count on some of your pasture trees not being very good. The way the cows stomp around on roots messes them up in their growing process. So I know this one's bad. I cut down the crotch a little bit. That way if it tries to split, it won't split the good part of them logs out. But it lays flat, no problem. I'm able to butt that off. So Thursday, we're gonna try to finish up. We was able to buy a few more trees off of them while we was there. So we're gonna move around and get those. And his neighbor had a little piece there with some walnuts on it. We measured them up. Went through this cow graveyard. He agreed to sell them to us. Dusty wants to get in on the action. I told him I was going to film him, but I'm filming myself instead. Ain't that pretty?
Get this down, beaver.
He's pretty good. So the only trouble we have with this one here is it's gonna fall on this landowner and it's a neighbor's tree. So we're gonna push it back, but the only way to push it back is to move this hot wire. So we're gonna move the hot wire closer to the tree where he won't run it over.
Maybe move that other one. That way we don't run up on it. Oh.
And I only grabbed it like 3 or 4 times while we was there. It was pretty hot. So he gets a shoving and I get to cut. Hung up in them oak trees over there.
No hinge.
So he's gonna grab it. He was making sure I didn't have a hinge on it where it split when he picks it up. So you can see that fence come up when he got his tire on it. He got the butt to clear it. Now if we just keep that top over there, we cut it off and he carried it across. We put the fence back how we found it. That was the last of the trees. Now Uncle John's trying to play catch up. Whereas Muddy, he got a couple days behind on the pre-hauling. I'm sure he's doing a little cussing there. So we got the road truck started. We're gonna move it out close to the road where we can load up the skidder and go. So since we're done, Dusty and Uncle John's gonna team up on pre-hauling these logs and I'm gonna follow them around doing cleanup. Then the landowner agreed to sell us one more tree before we left. And he also agreed to let us cut the fence to get to it. There's no barbed wire fence. He helped us cut it. I'm looking around for him. There, I found him.
Oh, there you are. You just gonna roll it off that hack or what?
So we're trying to keep it off another fence So Dusty comes up with a plan on how he's gonna push. But the sun's coming through that glass pretty good. He ain't gonna be able to see me. So I tell him what I'm gonna do.
I get where I cut this one off, so that way I just be out of here, all right?
And so he can go by feel on the tree, and he knows when it's going, I'm going. And it rolls on down like it's supposed to. It was definitely worth getting.
I'll go get my clips and stuff. I said I'll go get my stretcher and my crimp and clips and see if we can get that put back together. So I try to get out here. And
so we carry these fencing tools just because. And the minute you leave them at home, that's when you're gonna need them. So we carry them in case we do something and we mess up somebody's fence, we're able to fix it. So since he let us cut it, I'll help him put it back together.
We keep them. We hope we never have to use them, but we got them, you know.
Works good.
Yeah, it works good. Yeah.
The very last of the logs out there. It was a pretty good job. Friday morning, we're headed to another.
We are here at our brand new job. Per request of the landowner, you gotta cut these trees that are on this side. I think there's only 4. Tricky part is we're doing power line work right around where we gotta get these trees. Should be interesting to say the least.
So this is the very last one of the 4.
I think we're just gonna have to leave it till they're out of here.
Cut that hickory.
And you can see they got their equipment and poles and gravel all laid out
I think
there.
we're just gonna have to wait till they get out of here. Surely they'll be moving on in a day or 2.
Yeah, they're right there. One pole down.
So since we can't get that one, we're gonna get the other 3 real quick. We had a race where we was bucking up. I won.
661 goes through again.
Shane, you got a brand new one.
Oh, jeez. Woo!
Yeah, I barely got any teeth left.
Oh, boy. We ain't...
was bigger on that side.
Oh!
So we got them cut up. You can see they're doing a lot of work through there. We're gonna move over to the other side of the road where the majority of our trees are.
Thanks for the call and the update. Sure appreciate it.
Alrighty, thank you.
Alrighty, if I don't see you, why, I won't. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right.
We let the landowner know what the deal was, and he was grateful that we give him a call, and now we're gonna get to work.
God, dog, dang it.
I thought it was gonna roll on down, but that limb caught and it just ripped it off. Thank goodness it just ripped it off. Could have been a lot
That
worse.
could have been a whole lot worse.
That's what I said. So Dusty got up there and cut that limb off because we didn't want a part 2 of that. Staying on this root wad, cut this one down in the ditch. We had to cable it out. He's gonna cut this limb off too. It's a forking tree. If it lands on either one of them, it's gonna be nothing but trouble. So he did all that, then it splits the limb out of the top.
Hey,
I was pretty happy with it. Then there was this pretty nice one here, and it was silted in a little bit, so we're gonna dig it out, see if we can't get another 6 or 8 inches. Now you can see how far we was able to get down on this side. And it felt good. Now we just got to get it to fall over good. It went pretty good. Dusty wanted to play a trick on his brother cousin Todd, make it look a little bigger than it was. Kind of like a fishing photo. It was good, but it wasn't that good.
Oh, poor guy.
Scared me a raccoon out of there. When they land hard on them tops, it usually don't end very well. Sometimes there ain't nothing you can do about it. And the ones that go down slow, usually hollow. Ain't that something? That's all I got for you guys this week. It was a really good week. We was able to get a lot done. We got a job done and moved into another job and got a good start on it. As always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.